All right, guys, welcome back to a very, very cold morning at the Frugal Homestead. We're down here at the tiny house. I know it's been a while, but we're doing the November and December tiny house update because we've been busy. Now, before we start, we were wanting to get in by Christmas, and after a bunch of work and planning and stuff, it just wasn't fun anymore. We were pushing ourselves way too hard, so we just said, we're going to enjoy the process. We're going to move at the pace we move at, and we'll be moved in when we're ready. We want it to be comfortable for us and for the dogs. I haven't got the posts in out back. I haven't got the dog fence, dog door in. So it's not comfortable for the whole family. So is it going to be fun for the whole family? We don't think so. So, honey, so far you feel like we've been getting some stuff done?
Yeah, I think we've gotten quite a bit done.
All right, let's walk them through it all.
Okay.
All right, the first thing you're going to notice is I straightened out the pipe there. So we furred the top out because the house is crooked. So now the pipe's nice and level, it's venting. You can't see it on camera, but it's actually smoking just a little bit, which means something good's going on inside. But as we work our way back this way through the mess and try not to fall down, this is a new addition. So this is our water building. This is where we're gonna have our tank of water. We already have our water line and electric run, and already have the water line buried to the house, and the electric's buried out back. Now it will connect up back here, and that's also where the mini split will be in the future, which is why we're running the giant wire. Now, this is a different kind of stacking technique. Some of you may not have ever done this before, but essentially you take your blocks and you connect them with construction adhesive or some kind of glue and stack them up, dry stack. Then you skim, whoa, ice, with Quikrete makes a quick wall. We use the Menards brand, but basically it's like a mortar, but it's got fibers in it. I'll try and get up close here so you can see them. All throughout it is fibers, and it makes it stronger than concrete. Now you do have to do both sides. The inside I did a pretty good coat on. The outside probably needs a little more. And then Missy took concrete sealer and sealed every single thing, which is why it's a skating rink now, because the water can't soak into the concrete. But this being a water building, you don't want it to soak into concrete because it can freeze and heave. And then we have an exit. You should always have an exit drain on your water building. That way if something leaks, it pushes the water away rather than filling the room. Now we will be building a roof on it and a front face. But the front face will be removable. That way if this tank ever goes bad, but then it's going to get connected to the rainwater catchment coming down and in. So the water's pretty much set up. We just have to get the plumbing inside and outside done, get the tank down here. I can frame this up in no time. We're just waiting for better weather. Like I said, we're not trying to push this. It'll get done when it gets done. But let's go inside because that's where all the real magic has happened. Now as we get ready to proceed inside, you'll see that we have our push button lock installed now. That got bought a second time because somebody decided they want the one we bought more than we did and walked off with it. So not a great way to start off our tiny home journey, but you do what you do and you keep it locked up, I guess, now.
Come on in.
So as we come in, you'll see that the flooring's all down. But this is my favorite part we have done now. And now I see why Missy was beating me like a horse to get it done. Because that is a thing of beauty. Now that it's gotten cold, I'm very happy that this is hooked up. Now, this stove is rated at 1,000 square feet. This house is 500 square feet. And I think it's just big enough for this house, honestly. I'll be doing more reviews on this size stove and this stove because there's a lot of brands that build almost the exact same stove. But you can see nice healthy dry wood fire going. You see the reburn in the top. We do have it cranked at the moment because we're just trying to get the house warm. But also, we've started boxing the steps in. Now this is a process going to take some time because I'm using just cutoffs. And I'll do under this side of the steps and the other side of the steps. But it's coming along and I think it's going to have a nice little finish to it. We also did finish the top and all the trim, except for here, because there's going to be a shelf. All the trim's in, and this entire room. I still have to do the rings and repair that light, and Missy has been clear coating a good portion of this.
Yes, so half of it is clear coated.
So it's getting there. You can't rush these things. She's been doing lots of other stuff. But as we walk into the kitchen, we have a new appliance. We got our refrigerator. Now, it is rather small, but there is just two of us. And we got this at a pretty decent price because we used rebates from where we were building the house from Menards. But there's plenty of room for two of us. And then because space is such a key thing here, we're going to put a microwave up on top of there, which is going to save us a lot of counter space. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I kind of think that it's going to end up being a really nice kitchen to work in, and it's not too cramped, which was our only worry. Now, I did get the bathroom door on. Now, this has been clear coat on the inside, first coat, but not on the outside yet. But as you can see, I got all the trim in, got the corner finished up. Really came out nice. And as we go inside, she's already started with the first coat on the inside of the door. And then as we come inside, we have the stone up and the medicine cabinet up. So she still has to grout this. And then my homemade vanity, I don't have the door on it yet. But as you can see, it's made to match as best we can. We did a butcher block sink top. And this is the sink out of our little pop-up camper. We converted it into a camper. So this is a very small sink, which is perfect for this small space. And then we have another new addition. We had gone back and forth about building a toilet for this place and how we wanted to do it and what we wanted to do it. And we just realized with the amount of time and material it was going to take, this is a better solution. This is also a better solution because we're going to start using this in deer season down in the woods to go out and not come back in all day. And also, it's a beautiful setup for when we want to go take the camper to some backpacking place that's far out, like a national forest or something, that doesn't have bathrooms. This is a good option, especially because we want to start taking the grandkids. So this is the Thetford Porta Potty 565E. It's electric pump, so it does take batteries. So it's electric flush. And it drops it down into a tank. You don't use any chemicals. And you can just pick it up and go dump it. It weighs absolutely nothing. And it was an excellent price. So this jumped our build ahead very fast. And I think we both are okay with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to work out great.
Another benefit is this is extremely easy to clean. But it's important that we go upstairs because that's where you've been doing a lot of work lately. All right, as we get upstairs, my beautiful wife has gone through, and I don't know if you guys can make it out on the camera here. Let's see if I can turn this off and see. But there it goes. There you can see it a little. She has clear coated the entire handrail system and everything else up here. So essentially speaking, this is ready to move into. All the wood has been clear coated. It's all ready to go. Now it's just a matter of moving in our stuff. Are you excited yet?
I am excited.
Wow, guys, how could I almost miss not mentioning this? So this is our bed solution. This has been such a issue. So originally I had set this up, everything was built perfect. We just made one key mistake. When I was putting these boards on, I moved them from the other side to this side to give us more room because those are very thin steps. Didn't leave room for our queen size bed. And we can't downsize bed because we've got two giant hound dogs that sleep with us every night. So as you can see, it's more than strong enough. But what we did, and I think this is funny. Let's get under here. Oh! Oh, that is a full-size metal frame mattress frame. And I adjusted it all the way out. I put 2x4s down along it and then along it to support it. And then we covered it with 3/4 inch plywood. Now the mattress will literally go from wall to the stringers down here. And it will be a tight push. But we have a foam mattress, which means that shouldn't be a problem. And it'll float those last couple inches. And then we're gonna put body pillows down them for the dog just to lay against. So it worked out. It was an afterthought.
Very tightly.
Yeah, it was an afterthought, but clearly, as you can see, we can both stand on it. It's very strong, and I think it's gonna be great. It also allows for us to have storage under it, which was my biggest key to it. I had to have storage under it, and it had to be that far up off the ground because I like to get out of bed and be able to just stand up. This stuff of trying to push up off the floor doesn't work for me. Now, let's go downstairs. So as we settle into getting the finishing touches on our tiny house, we realize that this has been a journey. A lot of people have influenced us and helped us. And even if it's just you guys in the comments, you know, encouraging us or giving us different ideas, it's appreciated. But this time of year, we have to be thankful for what we have. And, you know, crossing 13,000 subscribers on this channel definitely is something to be thankful for. Our life and how we have it set up to where we enjoy it and get to do the things we want to do, build the things we want to do, and enjoy the small things in life. We're getting to that age where the little things mean a lot. But with that said, I think that we've come a long way and it's been a good year. And I'm hoping that next year is going to be even better. That's what it's looking like. But we do want to take a moment and just tell all of you thank you. And, you know, Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
I mean, just enjoy this year. Enjoy the time in life. Because, honestly, if you're having a bad one, it gets better. If you're having a good one, it's going to get even better. Just keep at it. Don't ever give up.
And take the time to stop and enjoy the small things.
Yeah.
Like we do just the simple fire in our fireplace.
Yeah, and don't work yourself to death. It's good to be motivated. It's good to be pushing, but have an end game in sight. Know what you're working towards and know what sometimes it's time to just back off and slow down because there's no tomorrow, honestly. You work for a better future, but at the same time, you can't spend your entire life working away. And with that said, honey, I think it's time for us to go sit back, enjoy the fire, let these fine people get on to watching some of our other hundreds of videos.
Yes.
So if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, come on, guys. It's a tiny house. Go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see all of our upcoming videos. Make sure you leave us a like. Let us know in the comments, what do you think so far? Do you think you could use that potty? That's a big question I want to hear. Could anybody else be willing to use that potty? And we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.